Chief Brad Bell joining us now to take a much closer look at what all this shakeup really means. And with a budget deadline looming on top of all of that, Brad, what happened?
Yeah, they got problems. Look, change happening in Prince George's County. A lot of stuff started last summer when Council Member Mel Franklin was indicted. He was subsequently sentenced to some time behind bars. They had to have a special election. And then Angela Alsobrooks was elected to the United States Senate. Another special election, and now turnover here in the council room. And this time it means a major ideological shift. More than most county council transitions, today's election of Ed Burroughs as chair of the Prince George's County Council represents a changing of the guard and political ideology, a surprise takeover by the young progressives on the council led by Burroughs.
For so long, we've been told that we have to go along and get along, even vote against our own constituents to get ahead. And young people in politics are under a lot of pressure to be quiet and do nothing, and then if you're obedient enough, you'll elevate. I think what this means for me and other young people in this county, that you can go out and aggressively fight for what you believe in, and you can still make it.
Today's council meeting began with Jolene Ivey as chair.
Good morning.
It's a seat she held longer than most because the council was deadlocked and unable to agree who would replace her in December. In recent days, Burroughs got the votes, and he and his supporters called the surprise election.
I would like to make a motion for Councilmember Burroughs to serve as the chair of the county council.
Within minutes, the two literally changed seats. It means Burroughs and his coalition will immediately have more say over the county budget and the county's serious financial issues, which include a $170 million deficit. And he and new vice chair, Krystal Oriadha, are already talking about how the county can bring in more money, not cutting services.
We have to really be focused on how do we create revenue. That looks like evaluating fee structures, but more importantly, it looks like how do we bring development.
I'm going to be working very hard to generate new revenue sources that does not involve raising property taxes. Yeah, and Burroughs is talking about trying to bring data centers to this community and the jobs and the taxes they would pay. We heard a lot of that today, saying there are not going to be any property tax increases. Look, everybody on the council is a Democrat, but they were evenly divided between the conservatives and the progressives. This represents a progressive takeover, and as we said, at a time when the county is dealing with major budget issues. So we'll be watching closely how they handle that. In Largo, Brad Bell, 7 News.